it up now. I gotta take a leak.
Give me the phone.
Millie Brown went from a relatively unknown actress to one of the biggest young actresses in the world today. She started off her career in small or somewhat underappreciated parts until eventually she got the role of a lifetime via Stranger Things. This helped push her to superstardom in the best way possible, and she's been reeling in the results ever since. But that begs the question, what have her other roles been? Allow us to show you 8 other movies and shows Millie Bobby Brown has played in. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
9. Stranger Things. What, you didn't see this coming? Yes, we did say that we were going to be talking about other roles that Millie Brown was in aside from Stranger Things, but come on, it's Stranger Things, and if we're being honest here, the reason that it works as a show as a whole is due in large part to Millie Brown's role as Eleven, mainly because when we meet Eleven, she's anything but a typical female protagonist, which Millie actually learned the hard way somewhat during her audition phase. You see, she was one of the last people auditioning for the role of Eleven, and after a few rounds, the Duffer Brothers decided to go with her.
Millie's like a very instinctive actor, and she just comes and then it kind of channels all of this.
But there was a catch. They revealed to Millie shortly after getting the role that she would have to shave her head to match what Eleven needed to be for season 1. At first, she was very hesitant, but she knew she really needed the role, so she did it, while her mom was begging her to not, for the record. And that commitment to the role proved to be her godsend, because season 1 was a smash hit. Everyone loved Eleven, and the rest is history, as they say. Plus, Millie got to get her hair back to where she liked it in later seasons, and now everyone is wondering what Eleven's storyline will be in the upcoming season 4. Millie is pretty hardcore, and that's really cool when you think about it. 8. NCIS. It's very easy to look at the success that Millie Brown has had and figure that she's had a lot of big roles throughout her career, but you'd be very surprised at how wrong that is. In fact, her parents had to sell just about everything they owned so they could move to Los Angeles to support her burgeoning acting career. And like many actors and actresses before her, Millie has done very small roles in various shows, which we'll list out in the next few entries. First up, she was in season 12 of NCIS, the hit CBS drama that truly has been going on forever, just saying. Anyway, in the episode Parental Guidance Suggested, she played the character of Rachel Barnes. It was a very small part, but being on a show like NCIS is a big deal given its longevity and the various major stars that have been on the show over the years.
Don't make me leave. This is my safe place.
So it may not have been the biggest thing or her true breakout role, but it was a part, and that's what mattered. 7. Modern Family. From a long-running hit drama to a long-running hit comedy series, in 2015, Millie Brown was a one-time character on the beloved ABC show Modern Family. She played the role of Lizzie, no last name, that shows you how small it was, in the episode Closet. You'll love it.
I promise to bring it back, all right?
No, that's what you said about my mom's humidifier!
Again, on the surface, this may not seem like much, and in many ways it wasn't because she was a one-off character that didn't even get a last name, but it was a credited role, and for a young actress trying to make her way into the world, these roles do indeed matter, and this wasn't the last one-off role she would have in 2015. 6. Grey's Anatomy. From a long-running hit drama to a long-running comedy series to a long-running medical show that needs to go away. Yes, Millie Brown also spent her 2015 in the home of Grey's Anatomy, the medical drama that somehow still exists. Somehow! In the 11th season, she was in the episode I Feel the Earth Move as the character of Ruby. You might think it was a coincidence that she ended up on 2 of ABC's biggest shows, but more than likely it was not. Actors like her moved from show to show at times in big and small roles. It happened a lot in the 90s, and it still carries to now if you're good enough, which clearly she was. It also should be noted that this was the last of her small roles because in 2016 came Stranger Things, and we all know what happened there.
You don't know that.
5. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Rewinding the clock back a little bit, let's head back to 2013, where Millie had arguably one of her biggest roles right off the bat, albeit only for a short time. ABC had a major hit on their hands with Once Upon a Time, the show that blended reality with fairy tales and Disney characters to create something special. They tried to bank off of that with another series called Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, but sadly it only lasted one season. Where did Millie Brown fit into all of this? She was cast as the younger version of Alice that was shown in flashbacks, and she appeared in 2 different episodes as Alice.
We saw you
You thought I was what?
dead.
If the show had continued, it would go to reason that Millie would have been playing Alice more, but alas, it was not to be. 4. Intruders. If you think that Stranger Things was Millie Brown's biggest role of her career at that point, you would be wrong, because Millie Brown had a leading role in the short-lived BBC show Intruders as Madison O'Donnell. The series was complicated, to say the least, but it featured Millie in a very big part as she was technically playing 2 parts at once and had to do some very physical things. Sadly, despite the rather unique premise, the show was canceled after 1 season.
You're not sorry, but you will be.
3. Enola Holmes. Looking now to the future, we aim to show you Millie Brown's next upcoming project that she not only stars in, but is a producer for, Enola Holmes. For those wondering the connection, yes, she is connected to Sherlock Holmes and was the creation of Nancy Springer in the popular Enola Holmes novel series. Millie plays the younger sister of Sherlock, who is going to get out of the shadow of her brother, played by Henry Cavill, and will have to solve her own mysteries. The first trailer of the film has been released and will be airing on Netflix in September. 2. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Godzilla is an icon in the world today, whether you realize it or not. He was born in Japan but soon crossed over into the United States and beyond via various media, including an animated series, we kid you not, and over the many, many decades of his existence, he's had many movies, including one so bad that it was bought out by the original creators in Japan, rebranded as Zilla, then put into a real Godzilla movie just so the true King of the Monsters could kill it. It happened. Look it up. Anyway, the reason we're bringing this up is because in 2014, a new American Godzilla movie was released, and it was really good, so a sequel was made via Godzilla King of the Monsters, and yes, it featured Millie Brown as one of the main characters via Madison Russell.
You're a monster. I'm sorry.
Madison had a special connection with Godzilla himself, because of course she did, and as a result, she played a major part in certain plot points. Now, ironically, the first Godzilla movie was praised and criticized for its sparse use of Godzilla and focus instead on the human characters. When King of the Monsters came out, the movie was criticized for its lack of focus on the human characters and having too much Godzilla and other monsters. Which is crap in our minds, obviously, and people really need to learn to make up their minds. But of course, this doesn't mean that this was Millie's fault. Far from it. Just means that people are fickle and need to get their act together, which is possible because 1. Godzilla vs. Kong. There's going to be a third one. Oh yeah, we're serious here. If it wasn't for the global lockdown, this film would have been out by now, and it's the highly anticipated rematch between Godzilla and King Kong. Wait, rematch? You might be saying. And yeah, it's true. King Kong, when it first came out to theaters, we're not talking about the Peter Jackson remake, it was revolutionary in many aspects, but it raised a question, who could beat who? Godzilla or Kong? So, a Japanese movie was made in which these two clashed. The winner was King Kong, believe it or not. But the problem was that since it was decades ago, the budget wasn't the best ever. Trust us. Anyway, with the revival of Godzilla in 2014 came another revival via Kong Skull Island in 2017, and it too did well.
Ancient species owned this earth long before mankind, and they will take it back.
In the novelization of King of the Monster, when the call went out to the other kaiju, Kong heard it, but refused to answer it. Apparently, he's not going to ignore a fight twice. And yeah, Millie Brown is set to return as Madison Russell. How she'll factor into things is still a mystery, as the trailer for the film hasn't been released yet, but we're thinking that, given her star power, she'll have some big scenes too.
A kid, and she's got more confidence and point of view than most adults that I know.
This time though, people better like it, or she'll go 11 on you. So, what do you think? What did you think of this look at Millie Brown and the other roles she's had, aside from Stranger Things? Were you surprised that she's been in some of the other famous movies and TV shows we listed? Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.